Hello and welcome. In this video, I want to talk about healing the wound of abandonment. That pain that you're experiencing at the moment that comes deep from within your soul, that's emanating from your chest, like someone's pulled out your heart. Is this an abandonment wound? Hello and welcome. My name's Elizabeth Goddard from Revive Your Soul, and on this channel I talk about healing from emotional abuse, untangling from those invisible chains that are keeping you trapped to the emotional abuser and keeping you trapped within a relationship that is over. If you're new to this channel, please like and share the videos and subscribe to the channel, and if you're returning, then welcome back and thank you. Healing the wound of abandonment. There's a pain that you experience at the end of these relationships that comes deep within you, deep from your soul. It emanates from your chest. It's like somebody has pulled out your heart and they're playing with it, leaving you feeling exposed. So my question is this really your wound? The emotional abuser was very clever. They listened to you. They understood your needs and they played a role. They put on a mask and they played the role of who you wanted them to be. They do this through their own fear of abandonment. They do everything in their power to keep you in their life so that you won't leave them and abandon them. So my question is this wound, is this pain that you're experiencing really yours, or have they given it to you? And they do everything in their power to stop themselves being abandoned. They create these bonds that make it hard for you to leave them, to stop them being hurt, to keep their fragile self intact and hidden. The pain you're experiencing is very real. They trained you from the moment they met you to respond to them and their needs. And in this process, did they transfer their own fear onto you? Claim back your power. And I know this is extremely hard to do when you're in so much pain, but make that your focus. Find the closure you need. Again, this is something that will be very difficult until you realise this wasn't your fault. The only mistakes you made were from seeing the red flags and not walking away at that point, abandoning yourself to help them. Now, if you're open to this, try speaking to that wound and asking it if it is actually yours. Did you have this wound before they entered your life? And if it isn't yours, visualize yourself handing it back to them. And if the wound is yours, speak to it as if it were a child or your inner child, and ask it what you need to do to heal this aspect of yourself. Perhaps the wound is when you abandoned yourself. Recovering from these relationships needs time and a deep sense of healing. Healing on so many different levels, working back and finding the original wound that allowed them to take over your life. They're so good at getting people to trust them, creating these bonds so they won't be abandoned, and then that's exactly what they do to the people in their life. If you'd like to find out more about working with me, I have 2 groups on Facebook, and I'll leave the links to them below in the description box, so you can find out how to work with me on a one-to-one basis by visiting my website reviveyoursoul.co.uk or dropping me an email info@reviveyoursoul.co.uk. I'll leave the links to both my books, Finding Lily and the A to Z of Emotional Abuse, also in the description box below. I'm sending you loads and loads and loads of love.